Hi guys, Jerry with Creekside Nursery here at the landscape job that we started back in January, guys. And last time you saw me, it was cold and it was getting ready to snow. And then we got 6 inches of snow. So we're back at it here at the end of February and just kind of showing the progress we've had since the end of January or so into this point. Last time we were here at the steps, everything was graded. Okay, so you now can see that we have put in our landscape fabric. This landscape fabric acts as a double. It's going to protect from weeds, and also it has a little bit of a fuzzy content to it at the top of the landscape fabric, so that will help retain our pine needles that we've put in and different mulch that we've put in, so when it rains and washes it, it holds all that back. But we're just going to kind of walk through some of this what we've done. And then the whole idea from the beginning of this was to give you ideas going into the spring right now to prepare for your landscape. Give you ideas, whether we come and do it for you or we plant it for you and then you go about planting it. Okay, so that's the idea. So you just come on out here, bring your pictures, bring your drawings, and we can help you plan it out, and then you can go and plant it. Okay, and if it's too big, we'll deliver it for you. All right, but no fear, we'll come do it all for you. Okay, but let's just kind of walk through and see what we've done since the snow. Just like I said, it was winter. It's North Carolina. Seems like it's Texas right now. So we're still landscaping, and we can get these things done. We're a step ahead. We're ahead of the game because we kind of worked through the winter. Okay, so we just finished our seed mat. This is our erosion mat that you can see in the background. Okay, it is a slope, so we're using an erosion mat. So that way we are going to struggle a little bit getting the grass to come up. We'll get it to come up, but it will struggle a bit to survive through the spring and the summer. But we have irrigation in. We put in extra irrigation to kind of keep it wet, so we're hopeful that it will, take root and survive the summer. If not, we'll plug it in the fall and put the grass seed in the fall. We put in the metal edging here, and the metal edging at the top, as you can see, like I talked about last time. This is our perennial bed from here and here, and we're going to finish up probably today with metal edging at the top above the beds and the metal edging across the top of here. Okay, so when we come up here, this part behind the metal edging will be all stone. Okay, this will be our walk around our boxes, and if you could come on up here, Jenny, bring the camera up, you can see that we've installed drip line. So each one of these boxes has a drip line. It has an emitter at every foot. This is the preferred method to irrigate any kind of plant, whether it's shrubs or vegetables, because it's slow and it keeps the water off the leaves. All this spray, in which we use spray too. I'm not saying we don't, but you got to use it in a minimum. So you keep the water down in the root zone off the leaves, prevents a little bit of disease. So we put these in. Each one of them has a valve that we can control whether we want to water this box or not. So if we come back over here, I'll show you a pretty impressive zone system we have. So this is our control box. You might have one of these in your yard. Okay, so this is our 4-zone system. One of those zones is the box, one zone is the shrub bed, one zone is the perennial bed, and the other zone is the landscape. Okay, so this is where planting comes in. 14 years ago, we put in just a simple system. It was just a yard, but we put in a controller that could hold 8 zones. So now, 14 years later, I'm able to plug these 4 zones into my controller without having to spend money on the controller. So you spend a little more money up front, but then you leave your room for expansion, because we're going to change, we're going to do things. Okay, so that's the idea there. But we did all that, sort of kind of late in January. Ran all our lines out, as you might have seen some pictures on Facebook with that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to wrap it up with the metal edging, get our rock in, get the rest of our pine needles in. We put in 50 bales yesterday. We like the pine needles. I think it's a good southern look, for our landscape. So as you can imagine, down through there, azaleas, maybe, some evergreens, some different trees, all that stuff that will look real well in the summer and to give us some evergreen looks through the winter. Okay, so we're just going to kind of keep working for you. We've got 2,000 plants to go through today to get ready, so we're going to move on to that. So don't forget about it. Let's plant it, and let's get it out there for you so you can plant it. Okay, it's Jerry.